Hello guys, welcome to part 5 of the 3ds Max Sci-Fi vehicle. In this video I'll show you how you can use Smart Extrude. So I'd like to thank Autodesk for sponsoring this series of videos to help me produce more great content for you guys. So in the last video, part 4, it was all about using the snap working pivot tools. So guys, now that I've covered that, I'll now be using the hotkey for that. So I'm not going to have this open anymore, just using the hotkey. Alright, so Smart Extrude, what is it? How do we use it? Well, let me just go ahead and make a copy of this. Alright, so essentially with Smart Extrude, this gives us a way to very easily model a lot of things here that we previously need to use Boolean for. So for example, let's say right here, I want to go ahead and just get rid of this section right here. So previously what we had to do is, for example, just detach it as a clone perhaps, select that, apply shell modifier. Alright, then select this, and then we're going to go ahead and use Boolean on that, and kind of something like that. And kind of get this result right here. So you need to do some adjustments as well. Other things that I would do is, I would, for example, maybe select this and connect that, then delete that, then select this and kind of cap that. So those are things we have to do before Smart Extrude. But now with Smart Extrude, guys, I'm going to select this. I'll make that. I'll use the hotkey for the snap pivot to make this the pivot. And I'll just hold down Shift and move that. And there we go, guys. Voila. Just like that, it's been eliminated. And then you can apply symmetry to get the other side as well. So let me reapply symmetry. There we go. Right. So that is incredibly useful, guys. So for example, I can select this, snap pivot, hold down Shift, and so to use Smart Extrude, all I gotta do is hold down Shift and then move something. And there you go, guys. Just like that, we've got this. I can select this, hold down Shift, bam. Let's see what's actually happening here, shall we? So we hold down Shift and boom, it's gone. So I can select this, snap pivot, hold down Shift, we've got this. So guys, one great thing about 3ds Max here is that the tools work very well together. The snap pivot tools work very well with Smart Extrude, and the retopology modifier works well with both of these tools as well. So, we can very easily select this, hold Shift, and we've got this detail, for example, right? Select this, hold Shift, and now we have this. So as you can see, it just kind of facilitates lots of really nice shapes, otherwise we would not be able to get as easily. So you don't just want to move it, you want to go ahead and hold down Shift, and we get this right here. If this looks a little bit awkward, hold down Shift, and we've got this like so. So obviously after this we can apply retopology to get rid of any triangles or n-gons or bad topology, and there we go, guys. We now have this very nice modeling system for us. So I can also just very easily do things like, have an interesting cut right here. So I can select this, for example, and just hold down Shift, and there we go. Now we have this happening here. I can further hold down Shift just to quickly get these nice results, guys. So if I was not using this previously, let me just kind of replicate that by, let's say, I'm going to build this with 0. Previously, if you had down Shift in earlier versions of Max, you would just kind of, get this right here. It would extrude, but you would get this. But now with Smart Extrude, guys, you would just hold down Shift, and we get, just really cool things happening here, symmetry. So just very nicely detailed things very quickly. And this is also very good for creating quick holes. So for example, if I select this and I, let's say, tessellate, just this right here, for example. All right, hold down Shift, and then kind of left click to select this. Use the regularizer script to turn this into a hole, and then simply hold down Shift. Let's see what happens on the other side. And there we go, guys. So obviously you want to go ahead and apply retopology afterwards, but this is just a very nice way to model, guys. And so you get lots of nice results happening like this. Alright guys, now for topology, I'm going to go ahead and apply edit poly on top of symmetry. And I'm going to go ahead and delete half of this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and activate smooth and then auto smooth. So sometimes you just want to make sure I have the correct smoothing groups. Like right here, for example, I want to use biangle to select that and give this the same smoothing group. Alright, so now we use retopology. Let's try 255. And there we go, guys. Just like that, we now have retopology. We can now apply crease set on top. And so essentially now we just get good results. You can also use turbo smooth if you just want to keep things kind of more smooth for now. If you don't want to use creases, you can of course have the good old support loops method as well. And there we go. So I find that usually with topology gives us very nice results, and we can very easily insert loops to this as well. Alright guys, so that was a combination of how you can use three very nice tools in 3ds Max. Snap, Pivot, Smart Extrude, and Retopology to get very nice, clean, workable results. So these tools go together very well, and they'll definitely improve your workflow, your speed, your efficiency, and just how much fun you have as well. So this was just a quick example. Let's actually do some work on these objects right here. So, for example, I will start with this. Let me just go ahead and apply something on top of smooth. Alright, so let's say, for example, that I want to just have a gap right here. Alright. There we go. If I don't like this, snap pivot, bam, there we go. Alright. Symmetry, there we are. Alright guys, so what I want to have here is I want this vehicle to have both walking capabilities as well as wheel capabilities. So I want there to be a wheel somewhere so it can transform between walking mode for more rough terrain and wheel mode for more clean, smooth terrain as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and use the local pivot and kind of move this right here. I'm going to switch to this mode. All right. So I'm just kind of, I'm not an engineer, so I'm just trying to kind of work out how this could work. Maybe the wheel emerges from here. Maybe the wheel is right here, but there's something else that kind of blocks it. So I just kind of test this out. So let's say this is the wheel, and maybe make it a little bit larger here. All right, maybe let's make this the wheel, and then let's have something that kind of blocks the wheel and kind of moves out the way. Or maybe we can have the wheel just kind of move down, for example. So it just kind of moves down. All right, so okay, let's have a little bit of basic rigging and animation here. So let's have the wheel right here. So essentially, guys, what I'm thinking of is that the thing kind of walks around, and then it can engage the wheel mode right here, and the wheel just kind of comes down here. Once again, I'm not sure how this works from an engineering standpoint, but I'm not really an engineer. I just like to make fun models. All right, so in order to make room, guys, I will select this. I will hold down Shift to kind of do that, and then I'll hold down Shift again to do that. And now I also want to make room for this, so I'm going to hold down Shift and to do that. And let's get rid of this. All right, now we have enough room for the wheel. All right, the wheel will, maybe there's some sort of device in here. So in order to make room for the internal components, I'm going to go ahead and maybe just do a cut here, and I'm going to go ahead and extrude this and scale it. So there's going to be some sort of maybe internal components here that will kind of move the wheel down, for example. So as we model, guys, we kind of create the illusion of mechanics here. So in order for there to be some sort of device in here, I'm going to have a little bit of more volume here to capture that. So this is how it's happening. All right, so now before the wheel comes out, I also want to have something here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this. I'm gonna go ahead and hold down Control Shift, and we're gonna clone to object. I'm just gonna make little legs right here. All right, let's apply a shell modifier. Let's just have some outer amount. And let's scroll down here and activate straighten corners as well. And then symmetry. So here's what I'm going for so far, guys. It's going to walk around on this. And when it's necessary, when there's a smooth runway, it will deploy the wheels right here. So as you can see, I've kind of just tried to make this basic thing right here. You know, you can have a lot more complex. You can have this kind of animate here, but I'm just going for something really quick and simple here. The wheels are going to deploy down here, and then it's going to be wheeled like so. So that's my quick solution right there, guys. And so now we can just add a little bit more, you know, complexity here, for example. So I want these to kind of look a little bit cool here. So we're going to have them kind of do like that. So I'm going to go ahead and press N for animation. I'm going to go to frame, let's say 10. And I'm going to go ahead and move this down. All right, something like that. Press N again. So now we can kind of model things at frame 10 to make sure there's no intersection or clipping happening here. All right, so if you use Swift Loop, you can left click here, then hold down Control Alt left click to even out the loop. All right, and now we can select this. And we can hold Shift to just kind of extrude that, and symmetry will take care of the other side. So as you can see, we're kind of giving it this nice kind of functionality like so. Alright guys, that is it for part 4. We learned some great things here that are going to help us to further detail and design this. Thank you for watching, and take care.